you like it or whether you need it are two different things. Please look at the effort it takes. I'm talking about this effort now in areas such as using many marketing activities, from flyer and coupons to internet to email, to community activities, to phone calling to the community activities, to phone calling the media over and over again, to do many activities, not try to be lazy and do one less, but to be active and do one more. That's how we gain an unbelievable amount of weight, by doing one exercise less than one more. Because what happens, one exercise less will become standard. 7 becomes 6, 6 becomes 5, 5 becomes 4, 4 becomes 3, 3 becomes nothing. Well, the same with marketing. It is amazing for me to see how so many doctors and other small business owners, your doctors are not worse than the business owners, don't let yourself doubt that, not at all, but how so many doctors stop so many marketing activities because they're not bringing back what they think it should. Many times those activities don't bring back what they should because they didn't do it good enough and right enough. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty handy. I'm a mechanical machinery engineer. I'm a tool maker. I actually, would probably be a good lab guy if I want to do that, because frankly that, except with metals and in larger things, is what I'm trained in. But here's the point. The point is, if I would try to do a root canal for that much pulling a tooth, it isn't so good. Many complications will occur, because I know about, but I don't know it well enough. And then to say that root canals don't work because my one didn't work on a patient would be, well, a misestimation of effort. I didn't estimate right of what it takes to do a root canal. And only because a root canal can only be done by certain legal trained people, and marketing can be done by any school kid, doesn't make it less important, doesn't make it less needing to be done right, correctly, in the right quantity, flanked by the right other marketing activities. Because only if you attack with airplanes and food troops and tanks and ships and sharpshooters and whatever the heck else, is not even enough. You need to attack in synergy, more or less in some type of time where it fits. You see that in the James Bond movies, they tying themselves up. I do this, 6 minutes later you do that, and 9 minutes later you do that, and then we save the world. It is no different in business. So, don't stop certain activities in all life. Move them to the next level, move them to the next level, and move them to the next level. Do not expect a stove, to give you fire, heat, warm you up, save your life, before you give it wood and make that wood burning. Don't say, well, I give you wood after you show me that you can give me heat. That's not how it works in life. We would like it to be like that. We need to realize that the reason this country, these days, this is 2011 in June, and that this day's country, the problem we're having in this country, and for that much in pretty much the rest of the world, or the westernized world anyway, is because of entitlements. Don't let those things go in. And I know this type of entitlements I'm talking about are very different than you and your marketing, but it is a little bit the same. If your teachers and professors in school, your colleagues in the dental association and in the medical association and the plumber association, whatever you're listening to, if they in any shape and form have told you that if you do a good job, you are going to be fine and you are now entitled to, and because you have the diploma, you are mistaken, and you're going to pay for it by not having the money, the freedom, the early retirement, the money set aside for doing things in the retirement which you would like to do. That is how you're going to pay. If you do not discipline yourself, then, screen went blank. If you do not discipline yourself, life will discipline you. That is with health and with everything else the same. Ladies and gentlemen, the estimation of effort is almost wrong by not a little bit, but by 1,000 and more %, by a huge amount. 1,000 would be 10 times increase, right? I'm telling you, when I say wrong by 1,000%, I am not kidding. I'm not putting out a number to be dramatic. I'm known to be dramatic. I'm known to exaggerate. And then again, I'm not really exaggerating most of the time. It is what it is. It's just the estimation of effort is taken wrongly by most of you. So ladies and gentlemen, 4th of July is coming around. Let's buckle up. Let's get going. The summer is a hell of a good time to get ready for the fall, when usually business increases a little bit. You know, it shouldn't go down in summer, but it sometimes does. Well, whatever it is, the point is this. Let's move and prepare, whether you're on the program already a year or whether you're brand new. You always should step on the gas pedal full gas. There's no time to flounder around. There's no time to try and see. We don't have enough years to play the let's try and see game. You know, play one till it dies. This time isn't working. You will be dead by the time you have tried all your weapons. And frankly, because they never work together, the 1 + 1 equals way more than 2. You know that principle? Well, let me tell you, it is the 8-volt wonder. The compound interest effect is the 8-volt wonder, because it is powerful like hell. Okay? Currently in the United States of America, as well as in Europe, it is working against them because they have done so wrong for so long. And part of it is that everybody underestimates the effort it takes to have the prosperity you want to have. I'm not excluded by this. I'm not excluded. I'm constantly underestimating. But if I tell you that you underestimate by at least 1,000 times, I mean 1,000%, 10 times, at least. Well, I underestimated a little less. But I still, in most cases, have to be pushed and go over the top and do it. So ladies and gentlemen, let's move it up really, really heavy, and let's leave not one stone unturned to do and get known to the people out there, that make them promoting us. And we can only do that by being powerful, forceful, over and over again, and do everything there is needed. Do not expect to spend $1 and get 10 back. That time was never there, because if it would be there, you dentists would all be rich in the last 15 years, where economy was good, where people could get easily loans. You didn't get it. Most of you have not set aside enough money to retire on it. In fact, 1 or 2 years of bad economy put many dentists in a deep, you know what I'm talking about, shit. So the next 10 years are going to be a lot worse. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So be a tough guy. And really, what that saying means is only one thing: up your effort, not a little bit, and see what happens. That is entitlement. Well, I give you a little bit, see what happens. I hope you don't operate like that with your spouse. I'm a little bit nice to you, so you give me a little nice back, then I give you a little more nice, and then you give me more nice back, and then I give you a little more nice. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. You give 4,000% of niceness to your spouse every single day and every single minute, and it will be sometimes a bitch to do so. It will be difficult to do so, and you work on it. And when you realize that you only gave 3,000% one day, you go and try to give 5,000% the next day. And accept, if you have a real suppressive spouse, a real accept that, which most likely isn't going to happen, you'll be doing just fine. I'm telling you. I'm living proof of that, and that I know. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get moving. So, I've said it a few times before, but you might have forgotten it. You might have never even watched the video where I said it. So I'm saying it again here. In Africa, I lived a couple of years in Africa. In Africa, in the morning, there's an animal like a gazelle. You know, it's that fast-running animal, looking like a deer kind of, anyway, a gazelle. In Africa, that gazelle goes up, and she or he, that gazelle, knows that she must be outrunning the lion, otherwise she will be eaten. Well, in the morning in Africa, a lion wakes up, and he knows that he must outrun the gazelle. Otherwise, he will be starving. So, the moral of the story, tomorrow morning, when your butt gets up, it better be running. Bye-bye.